Welcome back! In our last tutorial, we created a broken glass effect in Blender and added transparent materials using the previous version. Today, we'll explore how to create transparent glass in Eevee with Blender 4.2. We'll be using the simple cup from our previous tutorial. If you haven't created one yet, check out that video first. Now let's dive in. If you noticed, we have a cube here. We'll use this cube to test the transparency of our glass material. Press Z to switch to Material View. Next, let's switch to Rendered View. Go to World Properties and add an HDRI for enhanced lighting. We're going to use this area as our shader editor. You can click here and select the shader editor option. Now, let's give our object a material. Go to the Material tab, left-click on the plus icon, and then click New to add a material. We are going to be using a glass shader. Switch from the Principled BSDF to Glass BSDF. You can switch to Material Preview to see how it looks right now. Reduce the roughness value to 0.2 and leave the IOR at 1.5, which is typical for glass. Now, let's add a transparent BSDF for controlling transparency and a mixed shader to blend between the two. Place it in between the glass shader and the material output. Connect the glass BSDF to the second input of the mixed shader and the transparent BSDF to the first input. This is how it looks right now, which isn't very convincing. If you increase the factor of the mixed shader to 1, the material becomes fully glass. As you decrease the factor, the object becomes more transparent, almost disappearing. So, this is how it looks in the rendered view. It appears more like a kind of stainless white steel, which isn't quite the transparent glass effect we're aiming for. In the render properties, make sure we are in Eevee. Turn on jittered shadows to improve shadow quality. Then, enable ray tracing to simulate realistic light behavior. Ray tracing calculates the path of light for accurate reflections, refractions, and transparency. Next, go to the Material tab and turn on Ray Trace Transmission. You'll notice the material looks more transparent. Change the thickness setting from sphere to slab for a more realistic glass effect. Add a value node to control the thickness and connect it to the material output's thickness input. You'll see a significant difference, but it might not look very realistic yet. Set the roughness to 0.002 for a finer, clearer look feel. Free to adjust this value for your desired effect. Now, you'll see that it looks much better. The world light appears brighter because we increased the strength of our world lighting to 3, making the glass look more illuminated. You can download HDRI from Polyhaven and HDRI Haven. Let's add a Fresnel node. This node helps simulate the way light behaves naturally on materials like glass. Connect it to the factor of the mix shader. Next, we're going to add a color ramp to fine-tune the Fresnel effect. Place it in between the Fresnel node and mix shader. Set the dark area to gray or a light color to achieve the desired look. Right here in the Fresnel node, let's keep the IOR value at 0.08. You can also experiment with this value to achieve the desired effect. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please like and subscribe for more.